Artistic Vivations embossing powder, okay? And look, they're huge. They are huge. I've got black and I've got gold. And just started playing with them, so I'm very still unfamiliar with the whole concept of embossing. So I did a card and stuff, and then we embossed an actual fern leaf thing, which is gorgeous. And that can be used in multimedia pieces, yes, for art. So that was fabulous.
Like an hair accessory?
Yes, ears. And so anyway, Pixie here is going to finish the back. And if you're going to use the embossing powders, I recommend like a silicone, or like I've got a big cutting board and I've got parchment paper down, because the heat gun does get hot, even though it's the little tiny kinds that you just get off of Amazon, 17 bucks or whatever, they still get hot. So be careful at the end and keep your stuff moving. That's all I gotta say about that. What we get to do is design, and the way we're gonna design is with an embossing ink. It's not colored. Can you see it? Embossing ink. And I also found embossing ink in a pen, and so I thought that might be a ringer right there. This one's kind of cool. It's got kind of an Egyptian looking vibe to it.
Just very...
a little dangly thing. So that was fun. Alright, so I'm thinking for the dagger.
For the dagger, you know.
I really think I just want to go ahead and put a lot of this on the base, on the tip. Just like that.
This?
Where it's nice and heavy, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, and then just keep going. That'll give you one dot of gold, or whatever. So whatever you're seeing going on, that's what your gold, or whatever color you put on. So the request is out here for Michelle Nicole, Girl Boss. I need colors. More colors, please. Because it's beautiful. Aw, thanks, Chunky. Yes, welcome, Art Family. You're beautiful. You guys, shout out to Sauce Boss. You know, while she's finished designing, we reached 1,000. We reached 1,000. 1,000 followers on Facebook. So now stars, like we send roses here to other people. So I'm excited, and it was all because of you people and the
Thank you.
Good, gorgeous girl. Yay, Holly. Thank you. You guys just pushed us to 1,000 so fast. It was just fabulous. So I'm excited. So shout out to Sauce Boss. If you are trying to grow followers, Sauce Boss Gary Grams with a Z, and he's got an official sauce group, and you go to Facebook and you go into that group. So now we're gonna do the Artistic Vivations. Is that Zephyr Gold?
Yeah, Zephyr.
And look, you guys, I got these fairy spoons from Amazon. You get like
Very
12.
pretty.
Oh, I'll save the silver for the black. We'll put the gold on the Zephyr. Aren't they pretty?
Very cute.
And you know, it's not real crystal, it's plastic. But just go ahead and just all over it. Doesn't matter if it lands on the paper. We really expect it to. And go ahead and be generous. Dump that puppy on there.
Oh.
Perfect. Keep going. Some more.
Probably, yeah, the others too.
Yeah, because it probably dripped. And then you just fold it and knock it right back into the container, so you're not wasting it. I will on that because it'll get hot.
Okay.
And so these are easy to use at a low setting and a high setting, and on this I found that the high setting works best.
You'll know what it looks
Hit
like.
it, girl.
Then there's a low setting, middle setting, high setting.
She's practicing.
Gotta make sure they know. Make sure I know.
Keep it moving and not too close, but
Oh, like this?
yeah, go.
Make it a little drier.
Yeah, and you'll start seeing it turn from that powdery look to that liquid gold look. That's it. It is hot. I can feel the gold underneath dripping. Can you see? It's like liquid gold on a fairy wand. Ah,
Yummy.
who wouldn't love that? Anointing it. Jewelry or nails? And what I like to do is use a card that's shiny on either side, because your nails are kind of shiny when you put it on. So it'll respond the same here as it is on here, okay? So since this is colored, I'll use this side, just done with alcohol inks. They're fun little cards to do art on, and you don't have to spend all day, you know? So, and then I'm going to use the white unicorn spit. So we're pretending that this is our nail, okay? So I just dip my little tool into the white unicorn spit, and I'm setting it down, and then I'm dragging it in with a little bit of an arch. It's just set and arch. That's it. So where you set it is the end of the flower petal. Let me show you up close. Because wherever you start on something, wherever you set it first, see the bottom? So where you set it is thick, and then you drag an arch a little bit so it looks petal, and then it makes it thin as it gets to the middle. You don't need a card for that one, just flowers. So let me just do a couple. And I'll show you how easy it is to mess up. Okay, sit it down, pull it in, get another dip. I'm doing it real big so you guys can see. Let me turn this over, get a smaller one maybe, because I've got weird looking flower group. I think I'll leave it. I'll do another one up here. Make it smaller. It's fun. I mean, it's summer. You want your toenails and your fingernails to do something other than just be colored, right? I do. Color in it. I'll do Pixie Pink. Y'all, the unicorn spit, if you don't know, is a gel stain. It doesn't have any acrylics in it. It's non-toxic and washable with water.
Slay.
I'm gonna put it right here. So you want to seal it. Very vibrant colors, but when it dries dull. It lets you know it's dry. That's what Michelle Nicole says, and it's true. That's exactly what it does for me. And then you're like, oh no, because if you've never painted with it before, you think, oh, that's so dull. Oh, but man, just give it a second, because when you put that clear coat or whatever it is you put on there, I do resin. Oh man, it's gorgeous. All right, so whatever color you want, you just make your little dot. And you got flowers. All right, so you have little flowers. And let's say I didn't want that for some reason. Dip it into my dirty paintbrush water. And that one I just did, I just wipe it off, and it's totally clear again, ready to go. Amazing. I haven't ruined the base coat. It matters.
Just a little bit.
It matters a lot when you're in a hurry and you still want something on your finger. Anyway, you can pink and white. And I'm just mixing the colors right on my nail, just because. And I love texture, and I like texture on my nails. I would have never thought I liked that, but I actually do.
Texture nails.
It's all just art to me. It doesn't matter where it's at. Okay, so I gave you a yin yang. Super easy. If you guys can see it, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna let that dry real good. You can use the little blower if you want.
Just make a rose.
Okay, and I just want to go down the center and then on either side. I don't want to go down the center twice, so I want enough that it's going to cover it for me. It's a lot of nail. Because if you go down again, it's got a tendency to stretch that unicorn spit underneath of it, which is a pretty look. Northern Lights. We gotta try that sometime. But anyway, I don't want that for this. So there it is. It's best I can show you. Super easy, and it dries in seconds. So, and I'm doing it the same way we did with our nails. You just get a bezel like these. They come in a bunch. And then they have the little glass that drops onto it. So it makes it safer than the UV resin, to me anyway. But I like them both. I like both of the different style. So it depends, you know, what's personally more attractive to you. So I'm going to use a little bit of gesso. So the gesso, this acrylic gesso, is just going to give the unicorn spit a little more teeth, and it's going to help cover up that shiny, shiny background. But some of this background, if it shines through, is fine because it makes it look gorgeous, even like you're doing, see,
I know,
you know, like,
just I smeared it and it's like shiny now.
yeah, like that. It looks like, I just snatch it from you, but it looks like a vignette. See? Isn't that neat? So, happy accidents. You can see the shine coming through in the orchid on this seahorse lighthouse. Anyway, isn't that cool? Megan! Hey! Welcome! Alright, so here is the acrylic gesso. We want to give it teeth. And then what I'm going to do after this is dry, real dry. These little arts canvases that I'm painting. Then I'm going to drop a drop of UV resin in it. I'm not doing it in front of you, so I'm telling you, in case you're doing it at home, this is my process. You want to give it a go, it might work for you. So paint it thoroughly, make it gorgeous, and then let it dry really well. Drop your UV resin, one little drop in the center, and do that. And one little drop will go all the way around, and then just put it in the windowsill if you don't have a light, or put it in your UV light. And you will have a beautiful necklace. And you made it all by yourself. And that's the beauty of it, you guys. There's nothing better than getting something that someone made themselves. Took the time and the effort. You know? Okay, gesso right into the rest of all of that spit. Welcome, Tammy, Buffy, everybody. Thanks, Sherry. Sherry is my sis, for reals. Shannon is my daughters, for real.
Not a fake daughter.
And you all are my sisters and brothers, for reals. I'm just mixing it all in together. It's a beautiful purple color. I'm happy with it. I'm just gonna, it's got gesso in it, so I know it's gonna hang on and be a little thicker, so I don't want it thick because I want to be able to drop that bezel on and have it sit nice into that ridge. So the thinner the better, which is why I love unicorn spit with gesso, because it doesn't have that plastic acrylic. So it sits nice and low, nice and thin, and yet is still concentrated, so you get the pigmentation that you're looking for. This one's going to be so pretty. I love this color. It's a combination, so I don't know if I'll ever see it again. But for now, it's gorgeous. It's so nice having someone here painting with me. Thank you, Pixie.
Of course.
She had basketball all year, last year. Had to get up at 6 in the morning to have practice down there. That's commitment. I stutter when I think about it. It reminds me of the military. It served my time. Never saw combat, but I did have fun in a lot of ways because it reminded me of growing up with my brothers and playing Army. It was great. And I got to fix helicopters and for real.
Mercy.
It was fabulous. But I didn't like the running.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst part.
They said we were going to run 5 miles. I laughed out loud because I thought they were kidding. They didn't kid, by the way. In case you're interested in going into the military, that's no joke. Not at least for basic and AIT. I was dropped so many times, had to do so many push-ups just for laughing. I can't help myself. You see, you know. I don't care. I came out buff.
Buff.
I won.
At the end of the day, she won.
That's right. So this is just a gorgeous little background color. And I can leave that and let it sit until I'm ready to come back to it and keep working on, you know, other things. So you can get a whole bunch of different color bezels, silver, bronze, black, whatever. It's really a cool thing. And a lot of people love jewelry but can't make it. I always wanted to make those spoon rings and stuff. I looked at everything you had to have and I was like, I'm not doing it. I've got too much stuff going on. But it's not a ring, but at least I can make my own jewelry. And so maybe you're like that. Maybe you're like me. You don't want to make that full commitment to making jewelry, but this will work. Okay, you know I'm putting a lighthouse in. So I need some white. You want a little cap? You don't have to, but that's what I use, little pads. Some more white, and I already have my gesso down, so I'm not going to add more gesso to this. And I'm going to take some of your brown, and I'm dropping that right into that purple mixture I have with the gesso. All right, we're almost done. We got about 5 minutes, and then we're going to be checking out. But I have had a blast today with you guys, and I appreciate you hanging out and joining my team, and I'm so stoked. Thank you again, Tina, and anybody else that I might have missed. Yeah, Shannon, I did run a half marathon a couple times with you. But I'll tell you what, I didn't run, did I, sis? My daughter dragged me across that line. Thank you. I am still proud. You bet. I'm proud that you were so patient because I know you and your competition and your heart, and it was probably everything you could do to just walk with me when everyone's passing you. I know you. But you were gracious, you were there for me, and you really helped. Alright, I have mixed blue, brown, teal, and pink on this brush. And it's going to be my cliff that the lighthouse is sitting on. And that same color is also going to end up to be sand. Right down here on the other side. I like bringing the same color across somewhere in my art. It doesn't matter if it's a piece of jewelry or a treasure box or a canvas. I want to see that color again somewhere. It's just my own little pet peeve. It's not like have to. Nothing is ever have to in art. That's what I love about it. Okay, so I have my little landmass for my lighthouse and a little bit of sand for the beach. Aww. Sherry and Shannon are yucking it up. It's so neat to have actual family on here as well and with me today. All right, so I'm going for the dark blue and the Zia teal. And I'm gonna run it right under my landmass for my lighthouse. That's some water back there. And I'm going with dark because that way I can go ahead and highlight with the whites and stuff and it'll still stand out enough to see.
So mine kind of turned out to be a collab. It's supposed to be a rose.
Oh no, it is a rose, I see it. Oh, that's beautiful. And you got gold or something. I totally see that as a rose, and I love the highlight. Look at that natural highlight thing we were talking about earlier. How pretty is that? Very nice. One rose. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to finish my little lighthouse and some white. Oh, I put the blue there. Let me show you. Dark blue. And I get some white now. And run it across right where that landmass is. And keep coming across. Do another one. This one I'm not going to make real thin. This one's going to be down at the bottom where it's the water coming in onto the beach. Put some more white right around that landmass like there's water breaking maybe. Usually it would be some black with the white, but I just got white, so I started on my lighthouse where I wanted it to be just slightly off center. It's my own personal preference. I don't like things dead center, but it's a start. And wouldn't that be just a beautiful gift for someone? As best you can see it. Aww.
Gorgeous.
Anointed with noise. Thank you. And that is actually beautiful. I love it. Oh, and you did more on your stem. And isn't that, it's gorgeous.
So silly.
So, I guess we covered everything. We did the nails. I'm a mess. And we did the jewelry. We did the wands with the embossing. That was fun. This one, yours turned out the best. I absolutely love it. Isn't that gorgeous? That liquid gold. And this is Epoxy Sculpt, you guys. We're going to be working with Epoxy Sculpt probably next week. So,
Sunlight.
go shine.